experienced fighters or just older fighters. Will and ambition can be just as powerful as experience.
What a spectacular, flawless performance. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the future.
Fighting is a sport where your knowledge and intelligence will get you way farther than how strong you are.
You lived up to the hype and surpassed it. You are one of the best fighters in the game.
Rampage has not been stopped. That's what Jones wants. And it is all over!
I really feel as if I'm always a step ahead of the competition because of how seriously I take the sport.
Dan Henderson will definitely be a big test for Jon Jones.
Welcome back to the UFC, Dan Henderson.
I don't think he's fought anybody that has that kind of power that I do. I'm sure he's been hit here and there. He's definitely going to feel when I hit him.
Henderson stopping Fedor Emelianenko in the first round. What a fight!
Dan Henderson is the only man to hold belts in both Pride and Strikeforce, and to also hold 2 belts in Pride simultaneously. He has a who's who list of victories. If he beats Jon Jones, he goes down in history as the most accomplished fighter ever.
Jon Jones, does he have enough experience being so young to beat the guy with all the experience? I don't plan on wasting this opportunity.
He ran right into the big right hand of Dan Henderson. He is still out cold.
2-3 years from now, maybe he will be unbeatable, but I don't think so now.
I have faith and confidence. I really feel like I'm just getting started in this sport.
With the elbow.
That is a brilliant move.
And another elbow.
Dan Henderson is not the same guy that he was when he was wrestling in his 20s. I don't have the wear and tear that he has on his body. This is probably one of his last fights ever.
Jon Jones is a real phenom. You're talking about a guy who was a very well-respected amateur wrestler who has somehow or another turned out to be one of the best strikers in MMA, period, inside of 3 or 4 years.
And I slowly and methodically hit him until he decides that his body's hurting and he wants the fight to be over.
Jones looking to tee off. Big elbows. Trying to finish this fight.
Shogun's badly hurt, Mike.
And it is all over. Jon Jones is the youngest champion in UFC history.
He thinks I'll be unbeatable in 2 or 3 years. No one's unbeatable. I'm not unbeatable now, and I won't be unbeatable in 3 years. But I can get beat just as easily as he can be beat. And that's why I train so hard, is because I'm aware of that. Dan Henderson's biggest weakness is the fact that he's fallen in love with his right hand. You really don't see submission attempts or anything too crazy from him.
He's got him. Looking to do it right here. Trying to choke him out. He's
Instead he gets him. Yoda's in trouble.
It is all over. Jon Jones remains the UFC light heavyweight champion.
I want to make sure I win every round. If I need to do it in the clinch, if I need to put him on his back, whatever it takes, I'll find a way to win every round.
Dan Henderson's ability to separate men from their senses with one punch is literally like no one else inside the sport.
That's pretty much my goal. Beat him up as much as I can, control the position, and make him work his ass off to get up.
Very nice combination by Mr. Jones. Jones has got real unorthodox striking.
You're talking about a guy with a big right hand versus a guy who throws pretty much any strike there is to throw.
Bones Jones has great moves.
I'm better than anybody's ever fought.
Beautiful escape by Hendo.
I get in close and I'll be able to capitalize from there.
And he hit him with the knee and a big punch.
Big shot. Shogun's covering up.
He still has a lot to learn. At certain times, he's definitely sloppy and leaves himself open.
Dan Henderson is a guy who's won belts in every organization there is except for the UFC. So you can't sit here and water down the guy. I mean, he's still Dan Henderson.
This is my last shot at getting that UFC belt. I plan on making sure that I come out on top no matter what it takes.
I won't be satisfied until I'm the greatest fighter of all time.
The future Johnny Bones Jones! Jake Ellenberger knows that a win tonight will place him amongst the elite in the UFC.
You ready? Let's fight!
Nice knee. He's under, looking to finish. His hands up. It's over. Jake Ellenberger has to beat Jake Shields.
Jake Ellenberger is one of the hardest strikers inside the octagon.
Oh, big shot by Ellenberger. Ellenberger looking to finish the fight.
I feel like I do have a lot of power, but I think even more than power is speed. Speed kills, man. Speed kills.
Huge left hand thrown by Ellenberger. And it's all over.
Jay Haran is actually my first loss. It's something that's unsettling. It's something that I want to finish. Jay's definitely improved in the last 6 years, but he's fighting to stay relevant in the sport. I'm fighting for a world title. It's going to come down to who wants it more.
And there's the power of Ellenberger, and Cannon's in trouble here.
I'm taking all of my frustration, putting it into training, and finding a way to win. I'm going to get revenge.
I like being their first loss because they always remember me. A wise man once told me, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And I live by those words. I'm very excited to be back. I'm ready. He relies a little more on his power. He's one of the best in the world. But so am I. The place I want to be is UFC. That's the highest level. I feel I match up well with anybody. That's where I want to be.
He is one of the most experienced fighters in the 170-pound division.
I'm coming to fight. I'm ready to get in there and have fun.
If he comes in and he stays inside, you know, I definitely can catch him and put him out. I've done it before. You know, just another test for me, and I'm really looking forward to getting back in there with him.
Jake Ellenberger!
I'm going to go out there and impose my will and, you know, pick him apart.
I'm a better fighter. I'm going to get revenge.
I've defeated him before. I could defeat him again. It's my time. I will defeat Jake Ellenberger.